here at Action Karate. So, last year, when I wrote the recommendations that I told my son to learn purple belt, I focused on the confidence that he had developed in his very short time at Action Karate. Prior to Action Karate, he had struggled with bullying in school, a learning disability, and the loss of some very close family members. Through the patience and encouragement of his instructors, he learned that as a person, he had value and an inner strength he had never known. Now, about a year later, he doesn't hear as many comments on his amazing and dramatic change from his friends, his family, and admittedly even from me.
Give me one. Excuse me?
Reflecting on this, I decided it's both good and bad. He no longer has that continual reinforcement of, wow, I can't believe that change in Billy. Or Billy, that trophy is amazing. But what my son now has, I believe, is much more important. An external expectation of excellence from others and an internal positive reinforcement from himself. He is no longer the child with low morale and self-esteem, but a young man who knows who he is, what his goals are, and develops a framework for achieving those goals. To me, it's like this past year has been very much a character development year for Will. He has always been open and kind, but determination and persistence were always a challenge for him. Even as I outwardly supported him in his quest for black belt excellence, I admit that I privately doubted he had the determination to make it through what I have come to think of as the middle road. And to me, I define that as this middle time, when the novelty of his new strengths and abilities is wearing away, and the reality of the time, perseverance, and even the pain that it takes to be a black belt really starts to set in. As a mother, I knew that he could make it through, but I feared that he would give in when the stress, the pain, or even just the time got to be too much. This is where the amazing instructors in Action Karate make all the difference. Actually, to call them instructors is really to minimize their impact. They are truly mentors, living examples of what black belt excellence means. The fact that each one of them has their own personality, their own style, strengths, and weaknesses, but they all share and excel at a common goal that gives hope and inspiration to the students at Action Karate. Each student takes a little something from each mentor, but I think they find at least one who shares similar experiences and challenges as themselves. Over time, the instructors too learn about the students, what frustrates them, what motivates them, when to push them, and when to just make them laugh. My son, Will, had the privilege of participating in the HIT program this summer. I did think it was a great way for him to get ready for the more rigorous training of the advanced levels, but I worried it would frustrate him too much and he would quit. In trying to prepare him for the rigors of this program, I told him that in my life, the teachers that I learned the most from, I hated even if just briefly. This was not because they were bad teachers, but because they pushed me to achieve more than I thought I was capable of. So I told him, when you get tired and you want to quit, or you get mad because the teachers are pushing you too hard, know that it's okay to be mad. And just remember that when you have achieved more than you thought you could, you will love them all the more for it. His response was, Mr. H? No way! Nobody could ever hate Mr. H. Well, 5 weeks into the HIT training program, it happened. He what? I worked out harder than I ever have in my life today. Will has taken the example of the Action Karate staff and used it to motivate himself to persevere and progress in his training of both his body and his character. Despite the summer vacation and the time commitment to hit training, Will insists on waking me up early on Saturday mornings, hoping to help out with the Ninja Sharks class. I have seen him at an amusement park walk away from his group to help a child he doesn't know with a game they are struggling with. And he would, of course, want me to tell you that one evening this summer, on a tour of Philadelphia, he ran the Philadelphia Art Museum steps at full speed for 2.5 complete rounds. He has developed a deep understanding that karate is not just something he does or accomplishes, but something he is. He has a respect for what he has learned and is learning. Most importantly, he understands that there is a responsibility that grows, just as his ability and his strengths do. Early this summer, as brothers do, his older brother was picking on him and hit him a few times. After a long day of work, Will came to me to complain. Being tired, I said, "Billy, come on, you know karate. Don't let him pick on me like that. Hit him back and we'll stop it." And in all seriousness, Will replied to me, "But Mom, that's not fair. I'm stronger than him now, and I could really hurt him." Karate isn't to hurt people. It's to help them. At that moment, any quiet doubts I ever had about whether or not he would achieve black belt excellence ceased. My son has made the values of Action Karate his own, and I am so proud that I get to be a part of his journey.